said things we can't take back, left our hearts out in the cold, turned our silence into distance, let our stubbornness take hold.
There were nights I watched you sleeping, wondering where our fire had gone.
But beneath the hurt and anger, something in me held on. We're not the same two people who promised forever back then. We've broken, healed, and changed somehow, and learned to begin again. So I still choose us when loving isn't easy, when the road gets rough and your hand can barely reach me.
I still choose you.
With every scar you carry,
Every fear you never say,
every piece you tried to bury. We don't need a perfect love,
we just need a love that's true.
and walking out would hurt less.
I still choose you. I know all your quiet worries, you know every fault in me. We have watched our dreams get shaken by the weight of reality.
But love was never only for the days when skies were blue.
Sometimes love is standing still when every storm says move.
Maybe we needed all those tears to finally understand. Forever isn't something sad, it's choosing where you stand. And I still choose us when loving isn't easy, when the road gets rough and your hand can barely reach me.
I still choose you.
With every scar you carry,
Every fear you never say,
every piece you tried to bury. We don't need a perfect love,
we just need a love that's true.
and walking out
Would hurt less. I still choose you.
if tomorrow brings another storm, I won't promise we won't bend. I won't promise I'll have every answer,
I'll never hurt again,
but I can promise when the thunder comes,
I won't leave you there alone.
we'll build something from the ruins, make these broken walls a home.
I still choose us,
After everything we've weathered,
not because we never fell,
but because we rose together.
I still choose you.
Not the person you once were,
But the heart that stands before me,
still believing we're worth more. Let the years change everything, let the old dreams become new. If I had 1,000 chances, I'd spend every one with you. No, we were never perfect,
maybe that's what makes this true.
after every road we've traveled,
I still choose her.
I still choose you.
There was a time your voice felt distant, even lying next to me. We filled the room with quiet questions, neither one knew how to speak. I watched the shadows cross your face, you watched me hide behind my pride. Two people scared of losing love, while slowly drifting to opposite sides. But somewhere underneath the damage, under every word gone wrong, there was still a fragile heartbeat, reminding us where we belong. Meet me where we begin again, past the blame and past the breaking, where we don't pretend we're innocent of every wound we had a hand in making. Bring your tired heart, I'll bring mine. We don't have to hide the cracks. Love isn't never losing our way, it's knowing how to find the road back. And if tomorrow tests us again, I'll meet you where we begin again. We've learned apologies mean nothing if our footsteps never change. So I started listening to your silence, you started calling me by name. We stopped keeping score of sorrow, stopped deciding who was right, and found that sometimes being honest means admitting you're afraid at night. We cannot undo the seasons when our love was barely alive, but every scar became a lesson in how two wounded hearts survive. Meet me where we begin again, past the blame and past the breaking, where we don't pretend we're innocent of every wound we had a hand in making. Bring your tired heart, I'll bring mine. We don't have to hide the cracks. Love isn't never losing our way, it's knowing how to find the road back. And if tomorrow tests us again, I'll meet you where we begin again. I could choose the open doorway, you could choose an easier life. We could call these years a memory and disappear into the night. But something stronger than our sadness keeps asking both of us to stay. Not because we're scared of leaving, but because love is still worth saving today. So take my hand without a promise that we'll never hurt again. Promise only we'll be honest when the darkness settles in. I learn the person you're becoming, you can learn the change in me, and we'll give each other room enough to become who we need to be. Meet me where we begin again, with no perfect ending written, just two hearts that finally understand how much forgiveness they've been given. Bring your future, I'll bring mine. Let the past stay where it's been. We survive the rain by learning love can lose and love can win. And when staying takes more courage than simply letting go, I'll turn toward you one more time and make sure that you know of all the roads that I could take, of all the lives that might have been. I'd rather keep rebuilding ours where we begin again. No perfect words, no perfect plan, just your trembling hand in mine. After everything we've been through, I'm still here. And this time I'm staying. I'm staying. We almost packed the photographs, almost emptied every drawer, almost turned our years together into boxes by the door. You were tired of my defenses, I was tired of being afraid. And somewhere between love and leaving, we forgot the vows we'd made. I thought distance might protect me, you thought silence might bring peace. But every mile inside that bedroom only made the hurting deep. Then you looked at me one evening with no anger left to show, and whispered, if there's something here, maybe we don't have to go. So we laid down all our armor, let the truth come rushing through. There was nothing left worth hiding from the one who already knew. There's a door we never closed, even when the cold came in, even when our faith was shaking and we didn't know where to begin. There was always something waiting underneath the hurt we showed. A little light, a little mercy by the door we never closed. So stay with me through changing, stay when nothing feels the same. I keep learning how to love you without asking you to stay unchanged. We may lose our way 1,000 times, but darling, now I know I'll keep finding my way back to you through the door we never closed. You have changed since I first met you, and I know I've changed as well. We've become a little softer from the nights we walked through hell. Now I know your quiet doesn't always mean you're pulling away, and you've learned my restless questions are sometimes fear I cannot name. We're still learning how forgiveness isn't saying pain was small. It's deciding what we built here still deserves another wall. Not to hide behind like before, but to shelter what remains. A place where two imperfect people can be honest about their pain. There's a door we never closed, even when the cold came in, even when our faith was shaken and we didn't know where to begin. There was always something waiting underneath the hurt we showed. A little light, a little mercy wasn't what we chose that night. We chose the conversation, we chose another try. We chose to face the parts of us we used to run from and deny. And maybe that's what love becomes, when all the fireworks are gone. Two people waking every morning and deciding to hold on. Keep that door a little open when the winter finds us again. When I'm difficult to understand and you don't know where you've been. How come without my armor you can't meet me without yours? And we'll remember why we never put a lock upon that door. I don't need a perfect ending, I just need your honest soul. Let the years reshape our story, let them make us new and old. If love means making one decision every day that we grow, then every morning I'll choose you. By the door we never close, after the shouting, after the rain, after becoming and changing again. Leave one small light on, I know where to go. Back to your heart, back to your heart, back to our home. Through the door we never closed.
I've seen the side of you you never wanted me to know. The tired eyes, the shaking hands, the words you couldn't let go. And you've seen every part of me
I tried so hard to disguise,
the pride that turned my heart to stone,
the fear behind my eyes. We used to think that love meant
never giving pain a name.
Now we know that hearts can hurt without love being to blame.
We stood at the edge of goodbye
with nothing left to prove, and somehow in that emptiness we found a reason not to move. After the worst of us, after the tears ran dry,
after we said the words
that kept us awake at night,
you were still standing there,
and somehow so was I. Not because staying was easy, not because leaving felt wrong, but somewhere beneath all the damage, our love was quietly strong. After the worst of us, after everything came undone, I looked at your imperfect heart and knew you were still the one.
We don't talk about forever
like we did when we were young. Now forever sounds much quieter than the promises on our tongues. It's coffee after an argument, it's reaching across the bed, it's saying tell me what you're feeling instead of turning away again.
It's learning when to listen,
it's knowing when to bend,
it's loving who you're becoming
instead of who you were back then.
Maybe time didn't fix us, maybe we did that ourselves, piece by piece,
that kept us awake at night. You were still standing there, and somehow so was I. Not because staying was easy, not because leaving felt wrong, but somewhere beneath all the damage, our love was quietly strong. After the worst of us, after everything came undone, I looked at your imperfect heart and knew you were still the one. If another storm comes calling, we won't be who we were before. We'll know silence isn't shelter, and pride isn't worth the war. If you lose yourself tomorrow, I'll remind you who you've been. If I build my walls around me, please come knocking once again. And if one night we're standing where goodbye feels close enough, let's remember all the times we chose courage over giving up. Because love isn't always holding on with fingers wrapped too tight. Sometimes it's giving someone space and still being there at night. After the worst of us, I finally understand. Love isn't finding someone perfect, it's learning how to take their hand when both of you are changing, when neither has a map, and trusting that what's worth repairing is worth finding your way back. After the worst of us, I love you differently now. Less like a dream I need to keep, more like a choice I make somehow. Through every doubt that finds us, through every season yet to come, I'll never ask for who you were, I'll love who you become. And if the whole world tells us that walking out would hurt much less, I'll turn to you and quietly say, I haven't finished loving you yet. No perfect story, no spotless past, no guarantee that good things last. Just you, just me, and one more sunrise we decided to see. After the worst of us, there is still the best of us. We spent a season speaking like strangers in our home. Every little misunderstanding made the distance slowly grow. You stopped asking what I needed, I stopped telling you the truth, and we blamed the years between us for what fear was putting us through. Then one ordinary evening, with the dishes in the sink, you sat beside me without talking, giving both of us time to think. There were no dramatic promises, no perfect words to say, just two exhausted hearts deciding not to throw their years away. You reached across the silence, I finally reached back, and something we thought we'd buried started breathing through the cracks. When the quiet came back, it didn't feel lonely anymore. sleepless night. We just stopped trying to win and started trying to make things right. When the quiet came back, I could hear my heart confess, I don't want an easier love, I want the one we've learned to protect. Now when anger fills the kitchen, we don't disappear for days. We let every hard emotion have its moment, have its name. You've learned when I need patience, I've learned when you need space, and neither one mistakes a difficult night for the ending of our days. We've become different people from the lovers we once knew. Some dreams disappeared between us, other dreams are coming true. And maybe growing older means accepting love can change, without believing every change means hearts must walk away. I don't need you without weakness, you don't need me without scars. We only need the courage to keep showing who we are. When the quiet came back, it didn't feel lonely anymore. Your head against my shoulder felt like somewhere I'd been before. We didn't fix a lifetime in a single sleepless night. We just stopped trying to win and started trying to make things right. When the quiet came back, I could hear my heart confess, I don't want an easier love, I want the one we've learned to protect. There may be mornings when you question everything. There may be winters when I forget what warmth can mean. There may be moments when the exit looks so close, when starting somewhere new feels easier than repairing what we broke. But before we call it over, before we turn away, come sit beside me like you did on that ordinary day. Let me hear what's underneath the anger in your voice, and I'll tell you what's beneath mine. Then we'll make another choice. Not because we have to, not because we're scared, but because after everything, there's still something beautiful here. When the quiet comes back, after every storm we face, I'll leave a little room beside me. You'll always have a place. Bring the person you're becoming, I'll bring whoever I become. We don't have to stay unchanged to keep calling this our love. When the years have made us softer, when our younger days are gone, I hope we'll look across the table and know why we held on. We weren't saved by perfect timing, we weren't carried there by fate. We simply kept returning when it would have been easier to escape. So turn off the lights, come closer tonight. Nothing needs fixing right now. Just breathe beside me, let tomorrow arrive. We've survived enough noise tonight. Let the quiet be love. Tonight. We used to know each other by every touch and every glance. and life began to move us far beyond our careful plans. You carried things in silence. I hid behind a restless smile, until the space between our hearts felt wider every mile. One night you asked me softly, do you still know who I am? I couldn't give an easy answer, so I reached and took your hand. Because maybe love is learning someone new beneath the same skin, and having enough faith in tomorrow to fall for them again. We can't return to yesterday, maybe we shouldn't try. There are different stars above us now, but we're underneath the same sky. Love me through the changes, through the person I become, through the days I'm full of questions, through the nights when answers don't come. I love you through your seasons, when you're distant, when you're close, when the parts you thought were certain are the parts you're changing most. We don't have to promise that we'll always understand. Just promise when the ground starts moving, you'll still reach out for my hand. Love me through the changes, and I'll keep changing next to you. We've learned that saying sorry doesn't make the bruises fade, so we changed the little habits that kept pushing love away. I started hearing what you meant instead of only what you said. You stopped assuming every silence meant my heart had somehow left. Now our love feels less like lightning, more like candles in the rain. Something small we got together. When the wind comes back again, it may not burn as wildly as the fire of younger years, but it knows how to keep glowing through disappointment and through fear. Love me through the changes, through the person I become, through the days I'm full of questions, through the nights when answers don't come. I love you through your seasons, when you're distant, when you're close, when the parts you thought were certain are the parts you're changing most. We don't have to promise that we'll always understand. Just promise when the ground starts moving, you'll still reach out for my hand. Love me through the changes, and I'll keep changing next to you. If someday you wake beside me and wonder where the years have gone, if you barely recognize the two young hearts we started from, don't be afraid of what we've lost. Look at everything we've grown. Every wrinkle, every lesson is another road that brought us home. I don't want the love we had before, I want the love we haven't known, the kind that's brave enough to change without believing change means gone. And when leaving looks like freedom, when staying asked us both for more, let's remember why we came this far before we reach for any door. Love me through the changes, through the gray and through the gold, through the dreams we haven't dreamed. with you. So change, I'll learn you again. Grow, I'll grow beside you. And if we lose each other somewhere along the way, don't search for who we used to be. Find me as I am, and I'll find you the same way.
The rain had stopped by morning, but the windows still were gray. Your suitcase by the hallway had 1,000 things to say. I stood there with my coffee, too afraid to ask you why. Because sometimes knowing answers feels much harder than goodbye. Then you slowly crossed the kitchen, put your keys back on the shelf, and said, before I leave this love, I need to face myself. I had spent so long believing you were everything to blame, but healing started when I finally saw my fingerprints on the pain. There was no sudden miracle, no music from above, just two people finally willing to do the work of love. We stayed long enough to heal, long enough to tell the truth, long enough to stop demanding that our love stay young and new. We stayed when every instant seemed to turn and disappear, and found a deeper kind of courage waiting underneath the fear. We didn't save what we once had, we built something stronger still. Two hearts can learn a different rhythm when they stay long enough to heal. There were months of awkward talking, there were nights we slept apart, there were apologies that stumbled from the deepest rooms of our hearts. Sometimes you needed distance, sometimes I needed you near, and slowly we stopped treating every disagreement like the end was here. I learned your tears weren't accusations, you learned my anger often hid a frightened part that still remembered every time I'd once been left. We became less scared of honesty, even when the truth was hard, 'cause hiding all our broken pieces had only kept us far apart. Now I know forgiveness doesn't erase yesterday, it simply stops the old mistakes from choosing our tomorrow's way. We stay long enough to heal, long enough to tell the truth, long enough to stop demanding that our love stay young and new.
that everything will be alright. Just sit with me until we're ready to speak without another fight. Tell me when you're lonely, tell me when you're scared, tell me when you're standing next to me, but somehow I'm not there. I'll do the same for you, my love. No hiding, no disguise. We've lost too many precious nights protecting foolish pride. We stay long enough to heal, and now I finally see love isn't chains around two hearts. It's choosing willingly. You could leave whenever you wanted. I could walk another road. That's exactly why it matters every morning when we don't. So when the next storm finds us, let it shake these walls at will. We've learned that being wounded doesn't mean that love was killed. And if someone asks what saved us when our world was standing still, I'll say two imperfect people stayed long enough to heal. Your suitcase left the hallway, the sunlight filled the room. Nothing looked like yesterday, and nothing needed to. You smiled across the table, I smiled back at you. We didn't find our old love again, we found something new. We used to fight like every word could somehow make us right, turning little disappointments into wars that lasted nights. I wanted you to understand me, you wanted to be heard, but somewhere in our need for answers, we forgot how much words hurt. Then one night we stopped defending every choice we'd ever made. You told me where I'd wounded you, I didn't look away. And for the first time in forever, I didn't need to win, I only wanted you beside me. When the morning entered in, maybe love grows up when being right means less than holding someone gently through the things they can't express. We've got nothing left to prove, no perfect love to show the world. No need to hide the broken places, no need to make them beautiful. Days we've survived, you know the fears I'd never show. And after everything between us, you're still the one I wanna know. So let the easy road keep calling, let it promise something new. I've got nothing left to prove, but I've got everything to choose. And today, my love, I'm choosing you. I don't miss the way we started, when we thought love couldn't change, when forever sounded simple because life had brought no rain. I love the way you see me now, without the dream around my face, knowing every contradiction and still leaving me a place. You don't ask me to be fearless, I don't ask you not to fall. We have learned that being human isn't failure after all. Sometimes strength is saying softly, I don't know what I should do, and finding someone at the table who will sit there next to you. We've got nothing left to prove, no perfect love to show the world. No need to hide the broken places, no need to make them beautiful. I know the worst days we've survived, you know the fears I never showed. And after everything between us, you're still the one I wanna know. So let the easy road keep calling, let it promise something new. I've got nothing left to prove, but I've got everything to choose. And today, my love, I'm choosing you. If someday we forget this moment, if another winter comes, if we're standing in the same room, feeling miles from everyone, don't give me pretty promises, don't swear we'll never break. Just tell me you'll keep talking before we throw our years away. I'll meet you without defenses, come meet me without blame. We'll say the things that frighten us and call each fear by name, because I would rather know your truth, even when it cuts me through, than live inside a peaceful lie that slowly carries me from you. We've got nothing left to prove, only years we haven't lived, only chances to be kinder, only love we still can give. I won't worship who we used to be, or ask you to remain the same. I learned the heart tomorrow brings, and let you learn mine again. If staying ever cost us courage, then courage is what we'll use. Not because goodbye is failure, not because we're scared to lose, but because after every reason that could pull our lives in two, there is still one quiet reason, strong enough to see us through. I know I could live without you, I simply don't want to. No audience, no promises carved in stone, no perfect ending waiting, just morning light, your hand in mine, and two people who finally know. Love doesn't have to prove itself, it only has to be chosen.
We didn't lose each other in one dramatic night.
It happened in the little things
We never made right.
a kiss became a habit, a question went unheard,
And soon we were translating
every silence into hurt.
I remember one late
Sunday, you were staring through the glass.
You said, I don't know where we're going,
but I don't want this to be our past. Something in the way you said it made my defenses disappear. And I finally saw the distance we had built from little fears. So we didn't make a promise to become who we'd once been. We promised only honesty and somewhere safe to begin. Love came back in small returns, and your hand reaching for mine, and a message saying, are you okay? After another difficult night, and learning how to listen without preparing my defense, and choosing understanding when anger made more sense. No, we never found one moment that repaired what we had burned. We found each other slowly in 1,000 small returns. You started leaving notes again beside my morning cup. I started saying what I felt before it built too much. We learned to leave the bedroom without care in every fight, and learned that saying I need space didn't mean I'm leaving tonight. Some days we move like strangers, some days we laugh like years ago, and neither one was evidence of where our love would go. We stopped judging our forever by one good or painful day, and gave our hearts permission to recover at their pace. Healing wasn't beautiful, sometimes it barely showed, but every gentle effort put another stone beneath the road. Love came back in small returns, in your hand reaching for mine, and a message saying, are you okay? After another difficult night, and learning how to listen without preparing my defense, in choosing understanding when anger made more sense. No, we never found one moment that repaired what we had burned. We found each other slowly in 1,000 small returns. If we lose the rhythm someday, don't mistake it for goodbye. If my heart becomes too guarded, ask me what I'm scared to find. If you need to walk in silence, I'll give you room to breathe, but I'll leave the porch light burning so you know you can come back to me. And I'll need the same compassion when I'm difficult to reach, because love isn't only knowing exactly what the other needs. Sometimes love is simply asking, can we try this differently? And hearing someone answer, yes, if you'll keep trying with me. We'll come back in small returns, through the years we haven't seen, through the versions of ourselves we haven't yet learned how to be, through forgotten anniversaries, through apologies and tears, through the ordinary mornings that become our greatest years. I don't need some grand redemption, I don't need the bridges burned. Give me all the little moments where two wandering hearts return. And if forever has a meaning, maybe this is what I've learned. not one choice made forever. It's 1,000 small returns. One more conversation, one more honest night, one more hand across the table, one more chance to make it right again. And again and again, until returning to each other becomes the way we love.
The clock was somewhere after 3. Your coat was on the chair. We'd run out of accusations, only sadness filled the air. I could hear the city waking beyond our bedroom wall, and for once I wasn't wondering which of us had caused it all. You said maybe we're just different from the people we once knew. I said maybe that's not something love was meant to undo. Then we sat there in the darkness, no pretending we were fine. Two tired hearts with nowhere left to hide behind their pride. We could have called it finished, we had every reason to, but something in that fragile hour made me turn again to you. Before we let the morning go, before we give our years away, tell me everything you're frightened of, I'll tell you why I've changed. We don't have to solve forever, we don't have to know the road. Just stay until the sunlight comes and help me carry what I hold. If there's one more truth between us, one more tenderness to show, then sit beside me, hold my hand before we let the morning go. You told me you've been lonely, even when I held you close, that every time I shut you out, you wondered if I'd already gone. I told you I was terrified, that loving meant I'd lose the only part of me I'd learned to keep completely mine. You didn't try to fix me, I didn't ask you to explain. We simply let our hidden wounds come slowly into name. And somehow being vulnerable didn't make us weak that night. It gave us room to see each other without needing to be right. Maybe healing starts with listening when every answer disappears, and loving someone long enough to understand our fear. Before we let the morning go, before we give our years away, tell me everything you're frightened of, I'll tell you why I've changed. We don't have to solve forever, we don't have to know the road. Just stay until the sunlight comes and help me carry what I hold. If there's one more truth between us, one more tenderness to show, then sit beside me, hold my hand before we let the morning go. I cannot promise easy days, I swear we'll never lose our way,
doubt you cannot hide. I'll bring every unfinished piece I've carried deep inside. And when the road divides again and leaving looks so clear, let's ask ourselves one question: is there still love living here? If the answer whispers yes, and that's enough tonight. We don't need certainty forever, only courage for one more try. Before we let the morning dawn come closer than we've been in years, let the sunrise find us differently, but still together here. We won't erase the damage, we won't pretend it didn't show. We'll let the cracks remind us how much stronger we can grow. And if tomorrow asks me why I didn't choose goodbye, I'll see leaving might have saved me pain, but staying changed my life. So when another darkness comes, there's one thing you should know: I'll look for you before I ever let another morning go. Your coat stayed on the chair, the first light crossed the floor. Nothing had been magically repaired, but we weren't leaving anymore. You rested your head against me, I whispered soft and low, let's give this love another day before we let